They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because you're trying things, and they just want you to settle and do the right thing. So get a good job, don't slack off. Wake up every morning, make a good impression on your boss. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, and when you're making money, make sure you don't spend it too soon. Fuck that, I'll do what I wanna do. I got a different path from everyone, and that includes you. Who are you to tell me how to live life? In these times it feels like nobody is right, yeah. So I'ma figure out what else we succeed, and then invest all of my time into that and proceed. I need whatever the hell could make me happy, and I don't think you have a clue what could that be. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I think this life could be special if I get rid of the devils. They think that I am a rebel, I think they want me to settle. There's nobody on my level. They think that work is too stressful, I think that work is essential. The grind is all in your mental, and I don't think you understand what I'll go through just to be in control of my life soon. All the negativity, man, I'm immune. I don't really need a mask with all I've been through. I've been making changes for the ages. 5-10 year plans are contagious. I attack that shit, I'm tenacious. And if you ain't, get the fuck out of my way then. Got one life, I won't regret it. I will fight until I get it. I'll look back one day from heaven and say damn, I learned some lessons, and say damn, I had no questions. I had fun in every second, and the journey was a blessing, yeah. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want.
What's going on, nation, and welcome back to a long due episode of the Chicago Cubs franchise here on ESGNet Plus LP. I do apologize to start off here. It's been 5 months since I've posted a video of this series, but don't fret because we have, let's put it this way. The series is going to continue even though MLB 26 is coming out here and actually in a few weeks. And I've actually had this file on my computer for literally 5 months. And we're going to get to today's episode here today, and we'll talk more about the future of this series and, of course, the future of the upcoming series we'll have here on the channel. So as we take a look here, looking at Mitchell Parker here as we're starting today's episode off with a series here against the Washington Nationals, and then of course we'll head off to Detroit to face the Tigers and finish the episode off here because this is a lengthy one, if you can tell from the how much time there is on this video. We'll finish off with the Phillies here in this episode. So when you're hearing the commentary here in this episode today, it's going to be literally me doing this commentary within about 2 or 3 days time. So I'm going to try to get the first hour done here, and then I'll be back in a couple days and I'll get the second half. So yeah, it's been busy here. Like, of course, obviously, with football really takes up a lot of my time. I've been trying to get, crank out videos for that series, and of course soccer and as well. And of course we're going to fit baseball in here, somehow, some way, but we're going to find a way. We're going to be doing actually 3 series probably on this, two series of baseball plus our Road to Show characters, and then another series over on the main channel, still doing the franchise with the Boston Red Sox. Let's just go ahead and tell now. This series will continue, but it'll be more of a live stream series, as I am live streaming a lot more, and I want to live stream a lot more here on this channel coming up here throughout the summer. So we're going to get through this one here very quickly. So as you see here, we are playing the Nationals. Nationals currently are 16 of 44. They are 20 games back of the Mets, and they're putting the Nationals in the last place, obviously, and then of course in the division there, which is the tough NL Division East. That is definitely going to be taxing. And you see Jameson Taillon, he will be our pitcher there. See potential, 74 overall. And of course, we'll be facing off against their pitcher, Mitchell Parker, who is currently right now 2-5 for the season. He has pitched in almost nearly a little over 65 innings of work. He had 43 strikeouts for the season. Here right now, he has a 4.25 ERA. As for our guy, Taillon, 7-3, 66 2/3 innings of work, also 43 strikeouts, and he has a 3.38 ERA for the season at this point here. And of course, game 2, we'll see Justin Steele as well as Maga in those final 2 games here in today's episode. So this should be a very interesting game here. It should be not a very taxing game for us, as we've been playing actually really excellent as of the last couple of games. And of course, there you see Suzuki is still out here, so he's actually getting close to being told that he can now train with us now. But hopefully here soon he'll be able to get back on the front of the plate there and do some damage like he was at the start of the season. Of course, Tucker is still on a really nice hitting streak right now, 11-game hitting streak. We'll see if they will continue here too. And of course, Danny Swanson's hitting very well. Nico Horner's hitting very well. So really, everybody up and down the lineup is doing an excellent job here, and we're hoping that will continue on, obviously, for the course of the season, especially in this where we're at right now. And of course, there you see Nico Horner, where we remember if you guys left off here. He was just hitting just crazy, having some really great hits there for us, and of course, doing a lot of damage there against some other teams here. So we'll get to the top of the first here. Nico Horner up next, or leading off here. But yeah, as for the future of this series here, we're still going to keep this going here. We're going to, of course, we're going to play a lot more games during live streams, and hopefully you guys will be able to join us. There's going to be a particular day that we're going to do these live streams. Probably, if anything, it's going to be during the day. So for a lot of you guys here, especially in the States, can watch it. Internationally, if you're a fan, unfortunately, it's going to be early evening or maybe late night or prime time for you guys. But I will try to change it up from every so often, because right now I'm still working part-time, and I'm obviously, that takes part of my time. And then of course, I got stuff going on during the summer as well. So that's probably the reason why the series was going as it was. I was so busy with other stuff going on, especially with my nephew, who this is his senior year, and he really wants we're trying to, as a family, trying to be there for him for a lot of his stuff there. And so this is his last year before he heads off to college, so football was really important. I want to be there for his games and stuff. So I do apologize if anybody was really into the series and whatnot, but we are going to get back into it. I'm going to try to get these out a little more sooner than anything. And then, of course, we will have an announcement as we see a nice hit there from Michael Bush. That's going to drive in a run, and it's going to be 1-0 Cubbies here with the lead. So not bad there from Michael Bush, who's been also hitting very well for us here this season. We'll see what Danzy Swanson can do with the runners on first and third, as he will chip shot this one out there to right, and that'll be an easy catch there, as the runner at third will not move up, and both runners at first and third actually will stay.
First baseman Justin Turner.
But yeah, life, like I said, it happens. There's stuff that goes on. With the new job that I have here, I'm a little more. Even though I'm working part time, I'm still a little bit more busy there. Hopefully, it'll die down somewhat, not too much here. But that's why I want to do the live streams and get a chance to play more of these games here and really get into this series here, because I was really having fun with this series. And of course, over there on the main channel, the Red Sox series as well. And like I said, both series will be back up here on the channel, as well as we'll also be live streaming the newer stuff on MLB 26 as well. And like I said, I have some ideas of some days we'll have them live stream with also a mixture of try to eat up obviously we're going to eat up a lot of it during the live streams, because I will be playing games, simming games, kind of doing the player lock type stuff from time to time. So that's going to help out with getting this series going and getting things up and moving for us, especially for me as a content creator, and get content out there on a regular basis here, because I am trying my best to try to make this as my I do want to make this as my full-time job. So if you guys could help out and watch the videos, like them, share them, and let others know about the channel, that would be greatly appreciated. And obviously I can make more content on a more regular basis here. But I do apologize, like I said. I've been looking at this video in particular for the last several months. I'm like, I really need to get this episode up because this is actually a pretty good episode. Well, I actually got some pretty good games going on. Like I said, and in the future, I think some of you said that longer content like this is good. You guys enjoy it. I see Kyle Tucker hitting this one here high and deep, but this one's going to stay in the ballpark. Runners should be able to go up here. Or actually, no, it's going to be a final out there, so never mind. 2-0 here. Cubbies lead it. As we see, they're able to score. We'll see what they can do here in the bottom half of the second, as this one's going to be rocketed over there to the right. Tucker is going to have to go track it down. This is going to be a nice double here for James Wood, as he will get himself set up there nicely for a double and get himself in scoring position. But like I said, I do this as a hobby, and you guys, a lot of you guys, some of you guys were asking about the series. I say, hey, the series is not dead yet. It's still out there. I'm trying my best to get this content up, but at the same time, I'm kind of getting pulled to different directions when it comes to life right now. Like I said, first and foremost, my family is important, so I try to spend time with my nephews and as well as my family. We're going out and doing stuff. We've been on a couple of trips now, which is kind of unusual because in the past we've never been. I think the first time we've actually been on a trip all together was the Vegas trip back in July, which was a lot of fun. We had a blast. So I really enjoyed that. And right now, my mom and them are going down to see my sister in Houston for the rodeo down there. And I was supposed to go, but I told him I couldn't go because I didn't want to miss work, and I needed get some extra hours in at work to make some money. So not going to Texas, at least not right now, but hopefully down this summer I can go down there and go visit them for a week or so. But we'll see here. Carson Kelly up next, as he's been hitting very excellent here, actually really good for us. This one's going to get hit out there, and that one, unfortunately, is going to be in the glove of the center fielder, as that's going to be now 3 away. So only one left stranded there for the Cubbies, as we'll see Pete Armstrong next. Here is PCA up the bat here, and of course, I've been cooking with him. This has been a fun time hitting with him in this game, as he'll hit himself a double and drive in a run. Makes it now 3-0 here, as the Cubbies again tack on another run. Kyle Tucker up next here, runner on second with 2 away. Tucker here launches one out to left center field. That's going to bounce around out there near the warning track. Runner's going to come in to score. That's going to be PCA, and that's going to get Kyle Tucker on board there at second, as he hits his 16th RBI double there for the season, leading us now 4-0. As we'll jump down to the bottom of the fourth. Nobody on here. This is going to be a drop out there to shallow right field, and that's going to be a base hit there for Jacob Young. But really, I just I want to a little bit of touch base with you guys here in the video, and of course, obviously, called this game or these some of these games here. So see, nice hit there from Nathaniel Lowe. That one's going to go out to the out of town scoreboard. That one's going to also drive and run there for the Nationals. And the Nationals find themselves now with a run on the board here. 10th RBI double there for Lowe, as CJ Abrams is up next. We'll see how 100 CJ Abrams is in this at bat here. Nobody on, or one on, and nobody out. And that's good. I hate moves like that. That hits off the bag there, and that's a tough play there. Now another run will come in to score. 12th RBI double there for Abrams, as now Garcia's up next. A little cue shot there to second. That's going to move the runner up to third, and then we'll finally get the first out here of the inning. So it's still 4-2. Cubbies lead this one here, as Horner get a nice little routine play there. Looking to see if we can keep the runner at third here. Obviously, just going to have to stay on the ground. And of course, I'm sure Woods will try to make a break there to third, as you'll see a ground ball there thrown. That's going to be thrown over. So fortunately, you can't get the play that I was looking for there to home, but runner will come in to score. They'll exchange a out for a run. And now there's 2 out and nobody on here as Ruiz up next. Batting right now .249 for the season. As we'll see a shot up the middle here. Swanson, nice hustle there from him. He gets this one, and that is going to be it for the inning as we get out of the inning and give it up 2 runs. So we'll go down to the top of the 5th, and oh, look at Dansby Swanson. Says he's going to go up, and he is going to go up, but it's going to get off the wall out there at right field. Base, or actually a RBI, or a double there for him, I should say. It gets him on board here, and now it looks like Parker, he is going to get the hook here as he's going to be pulled out of the game. So tough break there for him. He's going to get charged for that run, as we'll see. Reifert is up next. 30 games so far he has pitched in here so far this season. 0-1 for the season, as he's going to take on Justin Turner. But yeah, like I said, playing this series, this is by far one of my favorite series that I've had. Even though we've only got 10 episodes in, we're about 2.5 months into the season, something like that. We're still going to keep going with this one. Like I said, we're going to be playing this on a live stream on a regular basis. I'm thinking for me, as you see, Justin Turner hits his 10th home run. Nice. Ideally, I want to kind of do this on Saturdays. Especially, like Saturday afternoons. I'm going to try to do my best to try to budget my time because Saturdays now, at least Saturday nights, I live stream over on Twitch. So you guys can follow me over there at twitch.tv/ESGNet. There's a link down below for that. But we'll be live streaming over there because I kind of want to I'm doing a series for 26 over there as well. But for this one, it'll be particularly on this channel, and like I said, we'll definitely we'll burn through this season as well as season 2 as quickly as we can. But occasionally we will have videos, traditional videos up as well. So you see Kyle Tucker slams this one over to the left. That one's gonna hop over the wall, and that's gonna be a ground rule double. And it's now gonna make it now 8-3 here. And of course, Kyle Busch showing that swing there from him as he's doing an excellent job here for the Cubbies. And of course, in real life, Kyle Busch now with the Dodgers, which is sad. I was really hoping that the Cubbies could be able to find a way to, sign him to a deal, but you got to go where the money's at. So he's by far one of the best hitters out there right now that can put that ball over the wall. But we'll see. And of course, in this series, that's where we're going to be trying to focus on, is trying to make sure we keep Kyle Busch in attack here. So see a ground ball over there to shorts, and a nice hustle there from the infield there for the Nationals, as Busch is going to be grounded out. But Tucker, we're going to try to do our best to, trying to, keep him there. As soon as we get a chance to sign him to an extension here in this series, we're definitely going to sign him and make sure we keep him. He'll be our number one, asset that we're going to try to do to keep him here in Chicago. So, I don't mind going a little over budget to keep him here if we can, but he is definitely, right now, he's by far, the last couple of years now, so ever since I've seen him with the Astros, he's been one of my favorite players. Just the way the way he approaches the plate, it's just like he's just at peace. He has nothing on his mind, but playing the game, and that's how he just does a great job of swinging the bat. I see him out here at right field hustling there under that one, shags that one, and that is going to be it for the inning. 7 innings. We're still leading here 8-3 as we go down the bottom half of the 9th. We can close the door here with Thibaut. See a pitch here, ground ball there to Horner. Horner going to get this one here. Routine play. Nice job there as he gets that one over there to the first baseman for the first out. So Luis Garcia 0 for 3. He struck out twice and 2 ground balls. We'll see what he can do here in this at bat. as they are, of course, needing a miracle here to happen. Turn things around here. A ball going to be hit there. That's going to be a nice hustle there from Swanson, and that takes 2 away. But if you guys are enjoying the series, please hit that like button. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. And of course, hit that bell notification so you guys be notified of this series or any other series here on the channel. But as we see a nice throw ball, a nice pitch there, that's gonna get it. That's gonna be it for the inning and for the game. As we walk out of here with an 8-3 victory here in the nation's capital. Nice job there from the Cubbies, pulling off a nice victory here. As we'll see the box score here coming up. But yeah, like I said, I've been here as of late. I would say probably the last 2 or 3 weeks, I've been looking at this footage. I'm like, okay, I gotta hurry up and do something with it because it's getting on my nerves. And you know, like I said, time flies by real quickly here. When I looked at see when the last video was out, I'm like, oh, geez, like this has been on my computer this long. Like, I'm surprised I haven't deleted it yet. With all the other videos I've been doing, that right there tells me too, like, well, that's a lot of videos I've been working on for the last 5 months. I usually be working on a video at least I usually work like 3 or 4 videos a day, you know, just working on it and putting it, and like that's a lot of videos for, you know, I still have this one on here. So, but like I said, you guys have been enjoying the other series as well, and like I said, I did not forget about this series or you know, especially on my other channel, I haven't forgot about those series as well. So, you know, if a series doesn't pop up here to, you know, you don't see it, usually, you know, I tried my best to try to hop onto it before the next game comes out. But in this case, we're definitely going to be holding on to it. As you see here, we hop on this nice victory here. 8 runs, 22 hits there for the Cubbies. As we get ready for our next matchup here, taking on against MacKenzie Gore. B potential, 76 overall. There you see, he's a lefty, southpaw, and we'll see his numbers here in just a bit. But there you see his repertoire: 4-seam, 12-6 curve, a slider, circle change, and of course a sweeper. Right now he's currently 1-6 for the season so far here in 12 starts. And there you see he's given up 30 earned runs, 9 home runs, 23 walks, struck out 64. Right now he has an ERA of 4.15. And of course, there you see his last start there against Seattle, which was a no decision there for him as he got pulled, pitching 5 2/3 innings of work. Gave up a couple of hits and a couple of runs, as well as 2 home runs, 2 walks, and 8 strikeouts there. Ended the game with a 4.78 ERA, and of course, you know, obviously did not get the win. And of course, our top guy here, Justin Steele, doing a great job here so far for us, as he so far having a great year here. 6-3 so far in 12, at least in 12 games so far here. He's pitched a little close to 75 innings of work. Been really eating up the innings here, and of course, you know, that's one thing I'm kind of concerned about. It's like, okay, you know, he's usually that's a day that we don't have to worry about the bullpen. It's not a bullpen day. It's just usually go out here and do his work, because, you know, guys give him some good run support. And of course, I want that for all our guys here, but it seems like we just do a better job of getting run support when it comes for him. But there you see his WAR 1.2, as you know, he, like I said, having a great season here, and he's doing an excellent job for us here. Like I said, he's our ace, and we're gonna make sure we take care of him. 4-seam, slider, sinker, circle change, and a curveball there for him. And there you see, again, like I said, having a great year so far right now, as he's only had, what, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. He's only had 3 no decisions so far this season for him. So, like I said, our top guy here. Of course, last game it wasn't so good there, as he only pitched 5 innings of work, gave up a game. 5 hits, 3 runs, all 3 were earned. There were home runs, and that was against the Colorado Rockies. So, as we take a look here, there you see the win. It's a 2-1 win that we get off of Washington there in that one, as we went ahead and simmed it, and we'll see how well everybody did. Looks like Nico Horner 2 for 4. Tucker was 1 for 4. He had a walk and a strikeout there. And then really looks like Turner and Swanson really were the only ones that really did anything there. 1 for 4 for Swanson and 1 for 3 for Turner. Still 7 innings of work. He only gave up 2 hits, 1 run, struck out 6 as Luke Little came in for his 3rd save of the season. Nico had an error. Looks like he also had a stolen base in the game. Washington, on the other hand, there you see we did an excellent job there, shutting them down. Only giving up that 1 run. MacKenzie Gore there, 6 innings of work, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 are earned. Both were earned, and 2 walks and 3 strikeouts there for him. Ending the day with a 4.05 ERA, as his bullpen really just could not do anything to really try to get this team back in the swing of things defensively there. So they ended up losing that one. So now we take on in game 3 here Jake Irvin, B potential, 73 overall, 4th round guy from the 2018 draft. So far he's had a little over 2 years of service there in the MLB. 28 years of age, 6'6", 234 from Minnesota. 12 games he's been in so far this season here. He is 2-6 for this season. He's getting close to 60 innings of work. He's given up 11 home runs, 28 walks, and 36 strikeouts. He has a 5.43 ERA. We're hoping with that high ERA we have a chance here against him today. And hopefully we can, put up some numbers on him and have a decent performance here after a modest win. We got a good win there. We got the victory there for Steele, but it was a 2-1 victory and a little close, a little too close for our comfort there. So we try to see if we can bounce back here and try to get some space between us and try to get some better hitting here today with our Cubbies lineup here. So there you see the numbers there. Last game there for Irvin was against Arizona, lost. He only pitched an inning and a third. Wow. Gave up 5 hits, 7 runs. 7 runs there on him, or 5 hits, 7 there for him. As we'll see here, Imanaga. Of course, he's having a great run here. 8-0 for the season so far. Been in 12 starts. He's pitched now just near 80. He's just 1 inning away from pitching 80 innings. He's given up 6 home runs, 11 11 walks and 77 strikeouts. A 2.05 ERA, and he has one complete game there for us so far this season at WAR at 2.3. And of course his overall, as you can tell there, is going up, and we're liking that so far for the southpaw. And of course his last start was a win over Cincinnati there, where he will pitch all that, got that complete game there. 7 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, no home runs, no walks, struck out 7, and had a 1.0 ERA. So that's what you like to see there. Of course, a nice quality start there for him as well. And we'll see if he can, of course, continue that performance here today as we go ahead and drop into the game here, as we'll see Porter Hodge there. As we'll see right now, Cubbies are up by 1 here in the bottom of the 9th inning, if I'm not mistaken there. We'll see what he can do in this one, as we're looking to try to see if we can close this game out. So we'll jump in here in game 3 in this series here with I was gonna say Cincinnati. Geez, we just got done with them. With Washington here, and like I said, we'll do more stuff like this, trying to jump in and out of games. Find it a little fun, a little more, it's a little challenging at certain points of the game. As we'll see a pop up here, Hap is going to have to go over this one. I forgot about talking about Hap. Hap's been doing a great job here for us until this moment, as he ends up giving up the that's a blown save there, as that ball is going to get out there on him, as he has to track it down. And Josh Bell looks like he's got his team back in the hunt here now. So runner on second, as he got a double there for himself. You'll see Stone Garrett there will get a strikeout, and that's going to be a second strike of the inning, as Hodge is now trying to keep this game. And of course now we'll have to force probably extra innings here on this club here, as we got to try to keep that runner at second here. Ruiz now up next, and nice pitch there, that four seam inside, and that's going to have him retired there as he's going to have to take a seat. Porter Hodge trying to fire himself up there, but he knows that that was not a good job there of blowing that save. As now Nationals here have a chance now to try to get a save on their own here, as well as we'll see there. Derek Law will come out here and we'll see what he can do as he's up to bat here, or up to pitch here. So, of course, remember, to extra inning rules, you got a runner on second. So we have that. Nico Horner's up to bat. We'll see what Horner can do as he pops this one here high and deep out to left field. This one is going to be, of course, going to stay in the ballpark. And that one is, no, it's not. It's going to go over the wall. That one just kind of hanged up there. I thought it was going to kind of just hang up there and just kind of then just drop, but no. It hung up there, but it dropped on the other side of the wall. And that's a 2-run shot there from Nico Horner, making it now 3-1 here in extra innings against Washington. And you see the skipper there not liking that at all. There from the Washington skipper. And Nico Horner helping his team out here. As he says, I want to go home. I got a steak ready to go at the local steakhouse. I'm ready to go. So PCA is up next. As there's still no out and nobody on here now. See a fly ball high and deep. That's going to go up, and that's going to be caught at the wall there. Nice catch there from Young. As that'll be out number 1 here on the Cubbies. As we'll see a replay of this. Look at this. Nice hop up the wall. Grabs it and brings it down. It's now 1 away as Law now has taken on Tucker. And, of course, he wants to keep this ball in the ballpark as best as he can. As he gives a pitch there to Tucker, and Tucker goes after it. As that's going to be a chopper there to second. And that retires him now with 2 away. So Ian Happ, like I said, he's been doing really well since we've had him taking over Suzuki's spot there at left, as he'll hit this one here high and deep, but it's going to go out of bounds. And it's going to be a foul ball. Makes the count now 1-1 here for Happ. And like I said, Happ's been putting the hop on the bat here. It's like he's doing right there. As that one's going to go off the wall out there to right center. And he's going to go and tag up for 2 as he gets himself in scoring position now. It's now runner on second here. His 12th double of the season. And, of course, he is looking very sharp out there, as he has been here since been taking over that left field position here. And, of course, we're going to figure, once we bring Suzuki back, we'll find a way. We'll figure out something here for those guys. I think Happ can also play right field as well, and I think he's also an infielder, former infielder. I think he's like a former first baseman or third baseman or something like that. So we definitely can hop around and change guys and put them in different positions. That's the beauty about a lot of these players like Ian Happ. They can play in different positions, and we can kind of move guys around, give certain guys need some time off, and give them a chance to take that time off for a day or two. So as we go ahead and go to the bottom half of the 10th, we're still up by 2 here, as Porter Hodge here is trying out going to try to go for the win here. Amaya here under the ball gets it, and that is going to be out number 1 here to start off the bottom half of the 10th. So Rosario up next. Rosario 1 for 4 for the game. He singled, and of course we'll see what he can do with a runner on second base. It's still stranded out there. 1 away, as we'll see a ball hit right there to Workman. Workman taking this one over to first and gets it to Turner, and that's going to be a nice play, as that's now 2 away. And now the Nationals are in trouble here with that runner still stuck at second base. Jacob Young's probably going to be the guy here that's going to have to try to keep this inning alive. As we'll see here, 1 for 4 for the day. We'll see what he can do here. Right now, how bad he got buck 96, as this one's going to be hit over the right. Nice job as that runner from second there come in to score. It's going to be now 2-3 as Young has now hit himself into position now as he's got a double. His 17th RBI double of the season. As Chicago here trying to get out of this ball game here. Low up next, and grounds this one over there by the first baseman. It's going to be a foul ball Crowd here kind of out of the game here, looking for a miracle here. And I see a pop up here, and this is probably going to be it here as Amaya gets underneath this one, and that is going to be it for this one as the Cubbies are able to come into the DC or come into the DC area and get a nice win here against the Nationals. Nice victory there, a 3-2 victory here in extra innings. So nice, well played here. As Porter, of course, did blow that save, but he does get a win. That'll be his first win of the season, as he's 1-2 now. And Derek Law is as well. As you take a look at your players of the game here, of course, Nico Horner hitting that 2-run shot. As that was a great shot there he made. 2 for 5 for him for the game. That's really helped us out after having that, we blew it. And so now, excuse me, we get a nice victory here as we'll see the box score here. You guys can, of course, pause the video and check it out. But this was a good win here for us, a solid victory, good win, it was a good comeback win there after blowing that save there. But, it happens. It's just one of those things that just, you really don't have any control over. And you got to do what you got to do to, do right for your teammates, as well as you're trying to put another W up on the board here. But there you see the box score there for the Nationals as well, as they, of course, get the victory there. And that's going to help them out as well. Moving on here, as we get ready to get back on the bus here and head out to the Motor City to take on the Detroit Tigers here in just a bit. But like I said, just remind you guys, this series is not going to go away. We're going to try to play this out as much as I can. Like I said, we'll do live streams. Of course, we'll occasionally have. I'll try to move quickly through months, because I think I have a format now that we can kind of work with just to get through more games. But there you see, we're currently in first place, just a 9.5 game lead over the Brewers. And there you see the National League West. Dodgers, of course, owning that one right now, but with a small lead right now, just a 5-game lead over the Padres. Phillies and Mets kind of battling out there for the National League East, which is a half a game separated between the two of them. Nationals right now just like 21 games back, and then, of course, in the American League East, a 2.5 game lead between 2.5 game lead right now the Orioles have over the Yankees. My Red Sox, sad, 27-37 right now. They're 15 games back. They got some work to do right now. They're currently on a 4-game losing streak, as we got to get ourselves out of that rut there. I don't know what's going on there, but there you see, of course, the Rays in last place. Of course, the homeless Rays. And then, of course, the Tigers, who we'll be seeing here in just a bit, they are 32-32. So this is going to be a very kind of a series like, okay, what Tigers are we going to get here today? Right now, they have a small lead over the Guardians with a 1 game lead. Right now, it's pretty tight race there in the American League Central. And then Athletics, who are also, kind of homeless right now, they have a 4-game lead over the Astros right now. They are 39-25. They're in first place with a 2-game winning streak, 8-2 in their last 10. Mariners, of course, there you see there, Thumper. I'm sure he's doing great right now with a 5.5 game lead over the last place team there in the division. But going back to the Central, 32-32 right now for the Tigers, as they have a 2-game winning streak here. The last 10, they are 6-4, and they are looking to, of course, get themselves going here. See, I love their City Connect jerseys there. Those are sweet. I like that. But we'll see here what we can do, as Colin Ray will be on the hill here for us. We'll take a look at his numbers here in just a bit. But Casey Mays, B potential, 73 overall, 27 years of age, 6'3", 212 pounds, from Alabama. 5 years in the league here, and of course he was drafted back in the first round of the 2018 season. There you see the 12 games he's been in here. He's made 5 starts. He's 3-0 for so far of the season. He's pitching 51 innings of work. He's given up 24 earned runs, 25 of those runs there, and of course 6 home runs, and a couple of good strikeouts so far this season. He has a WAR of 0.4 right now this season, And of course, he would like to keep his team, this run that they're currently going on right now in the Central. And of course, this last start was against Kansas City, which he won that one in there. As he went 7 innings, gave up 4 hits, 4 strikeouts in the game, and did not give it anything. He had a nice quality start there against the Royals. As we'll see what he can do here. We'll see their lineup there, and of course they got a pretty good, decent lineup there. A lot of young guys in their lineup, but something is starting to, crystallize there and be solid there in Detroit. As Colin Ray, of course, he has taken over right now. As I believe, I forget who our pitcher is that's hurt. He's been, doing his best to make some decent starts here. There you see his numbers so far this season. In 8 games, he's had 3 starts. He's 3-0 for the season. 38 and 1/3 innings of work. He's gave up 3 home runs, 12 walks, 25 strikeouts. He has a 2.11 ERA, and there you see his WAR at 0.7. His last start, of course, was a win against the Cincinnati Reds, where he pitched, 6 innings there, I think it is, 4 runs, gave up 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, and he ended the game with a 3.0. But he did get the victory there, as we did get the win. It was a good win there for us. And now he's got to come out here to Comerica Park and try to come up with something here today. And of course, that something needs to be a win, as we are really needing. He's doing a good job here since I can't remember Brown. I think it's Brown that's the one that's hurt. He's out for a bit. He should be coming out. I think he's got to miss another 2 more starts before he can get back into the swing of things there for us. But there you see Mays, his last 3 starts there. And of course, he would like to, keep this trend going, which is winning. As we'll see Nico Horner here, top of the first here, 0-2 count, and Nico going to ground this one over there to the shortstop there, and get the first out there for the Cubbies as PCA up to bat here, hitting .335 right now. We'll see what he can do. As he gets a nice pitch there, and he's going to rocket that one past the infield, base hit to right. And that's going to put the first batter, or the first runner on board here. As Kyle Tucker's up next, hitting .333 right now. And he's looking for a pitch there, but unfortunately he's going to ground himself there into a double play. Or maybe not. Maybe it's going to be a force out there at second. They're going to say error there on the first baseman. So he's on board by way of the error. Bush up next, ground ball here. This time it's going to be an out there at first as that retires the side. So one is left stranded for the Cubbies. No run comes across there at the top half of the first. Meadows up here to lead off here, as we'll see 0-2 count. There goes, squeaks by the infield. And a base hit there for Parker Meadows as he's on board with nobody on, and now with nobody out. Now him on board is Colt Keith up next. Hit this one out to right field here. Tucker's got to track it down, as he will do so. Keeping the runner at bay there at first.
Batting third.
Excuse me. That'll be 1 out. Riley Green's up next. 0-2 count here for Green. He's batting .296 right now this season. He swings and misses there on that 4C. High 4-seamer fastball inside. And that is going to take him for a ride, as there's now 2 away. Carpenter's up next, as we're looking for a ground ball situation here to get us out of the inning. And of course, Colin Ray is pretty good at doing so here. We'll see if he can do that here today. And see a pitch there. That's going to go, and that's going to go past Colin Ray there. As it's going to give him a little bit of a haircut there. That's going to be a base hit. Runner now at first and second. Torres is up next. He's hitting right now .231. Looking to get this inning going, and he's going to continue to have it going here. As Crow now, Armstrong has to throw this one in here, and a runner's going to come across there as Detroit gets the first run here in the bottom of the first. It's now 1-0 here with 2 on. Torkinson's up next. He's right now .259. Ground balls there to Birdie. Birdie goes over, throws to first, and that is going to retire the side. So the Tigers get first blood We'll see what we can do here at the top or the second as Ian Happ here hits this one here high and deep out to center, but not enough. As that's just warning track power there. It's now 1 away. So Happ try to put on some power behind that at bat there, but not enough to get over the fence. We'll see what Turner can do. Batting .223 here this season. He's going to find a gap out there to left center. Nice job there as he gets a base hit, and that's going to put him on board here to start off his at bat and his day with a good hit there for a base hit. And Swanson's up next. Batting 206 or 306 right now as he chops this one there. That's going to drop out there to right center field for a base hit. That's going to put him now on board with 2 on now for the Cubbies. As Amaya up next. We'll see what he can do as he chases that slider outside the zone. I don't know exactly what he's looking for there, but he's going to go running there, and it's going to come up empty. As Birdie's up next, batting .265. Got 2 runners on board here, and oh, Birdie, what is that? Pops this one up. No problem there for the catcher to get to it. That's going to retire the side. So 2 runners left, stranded. Not the last 2 at bats, not so great there for us. We got to try to keep it going here. As we'll see best back on the defensive side of things here. Rogers up the bat here and swings and misses there. As he'll have to take a seat. As we'll see the StatCast here. Excuse me, a nice sequence of pitches there. Gets him out on 5 pitches there. As he's going to get rung up. MacKenzie up next here. 233. And he'll see. Ooh, he's going to take a nice swing there. Comes up empty there on that 14 fastball high and outside the zone. That's 2 away. As Ibanez up next, batting .241. Like I said, those city unis are sweet. And unfortunately, doesn't help him there as he'll get struck out there by Ray. That ends the inning. Up next here for us, top of the 5th here actually you go to. As Cubbies still struggling at the plate, and they'll get a ground ball there on the Cubbies as the catcher there tries to start off the leadoff there in the inning. And not a good start there. So John Birdie's up next. He's popped out already. He's 0 for 1 for the day here. We'll see what he can do as he's looking at his first pitch here. As we'll see one flare out there to the right. And that one is not going to be caught there by the right fielder. As that's going to be actually missing his glove. And that is going to be a runner on board there. Nice hit there from Birdie. Find his way to get on board. So we'll see Horner up next. 0 for 2. Horner here looks for a pitch, and he's going to lift this one out there to right center field. That's going to be a base hit as Birdie. What are you doing, Birdie? He was thinking about going to third, but he decided not to. And good job he didn't, because he would not have made it. So PCA up next. He's right now here hitting this one here high and deep out to left. That one's going to get tracked down by the center fielder. Nice job. As the runners will not be able to tag up. It's now 2 away. And we'll see what the next batter can do here, which is Kyle Tucker. So this will be a nice at-bat here for the Cubbies if we can get Tucker going here. As Tucker, hits this one up the middle there. That's going to be a base hit. And no one is going to be everybody's going to tag up, actually. As the bases are loaded. And now Michael Bush has a chance to do something. And you see Kyle Tucker's numbers. His hitting streak is up. It's up now to 15. As Bush is up next here. 0 for 2 of the day for him. He's got a good opportunity to get something going. Look at this. Finds a gap out there to our left center field. That's going to drop around. And it's actually going to hop over the fence. And that's going to be a ground rule double. 2 runs will come in to score. It's now 2-1 here in Detroit. As the Cubbies now have the lead here for the first time now. And it looks like the Tigers decide to go ahead and pull their pitcher here. As Bo Brisky coming out here. 30 games so far he's pitched in so far here. He's got to try to put a tourniquet here and make this bleeding stop. As we'll see Ian Happ up next. Happ hits this one here. That's a cue shot past the infield there. Base hit comes in, or a base runner comes in off of the base hit. Makes it now 3-1 here. Chicago leads it.
First base.
So nice job there from Happ, as we'll see now. Runners on first and third, and we'll see a hit here from Turner. That's going to drop down out there to shallow left. Base runner from third is going to come in to score, and now 4-1. Cubbies lead this one with 2 out and 2 on here still. As we go to the bottom half of the fifth now, after they finally Detroit finally got that running stop there. They're now up here now to finally get up to bat here. As we see an out there. Nice strikeouts. Calling now, going for another one here. And see a pitch. This one's going to get hit right up the middle there. Base hit. Center field is going to track it down. And the runner's going to, Abayez is going to be up on up at first base on a base hit. As we'll go now here to Meadows. He's 1 for 2 here today. A run and a single. We'll see if he can, of course, try to keep himself at bay here. If we'll get a nice toe. Yes, this is what I'm looking for. A double play. We get it and get out of the inning. Nice job there from Ray. Setting up that double play there on Meadows. And that's going to retire the side. Nice little twin killing there. Pitcher's best friend. Ends the inning. 4-1 still. Let's go now to the 7th inning here. And a nice hit there from Michael Bush. As Bush finds a gap out there to right center field. This could be good enough for a double. And a nice stand-up double there for him with 1 away. Great job there from him. As we'll see what Ian Happ can do next. Happ 2 for 3 for the day. He had a nice hit earlier as that last at bat. Oh, he's got even a better one here as he gets all of that, every single stitch of that ball. Home run! That's a beautiful home run shot there, going 418. As he puts 2 more runs on the board here. It's the 11th home run of the season. And the Cubbies now have control of the ball game here now, 6-1. Nice hit there from Ian Happ. Great look there. You tell he is very focused there. He knew he had that pitch there. He's able to drive it and take it for a long ride there. Look at that. Look at that shot there. Exit velocity a little over 108. As now we'll jump to the 7th inning here. Ryan Preslin is up next. 22 starts, or 22 games he's been in so far here. 3-3 for the season. He has 12 holds. And we'll see what he can do here in this situation. This is, of course, a great situation here for him. Bottom of the 7th, nobody out. 0-2 count, and that's going to be a ground ball there to Horner. Horner going to pick it up, throw it over the first, and get the out on your regular routine play. Nice hustle there for him. As we'll see Torkelson up next. Yeah, you see there, he is 0 for 2 here today. He's already been in both of those at-bats have been ground outs. We'll see what he can do here on this 0-2 count. As there's nobody on board and 1 out here for the Tigers, as he'll swing and miss there low on that circle change there, low and inside actually. And it's going to be now 2 away. As now the catcher, Jake Rogers, comes up next. He's 0 for 2. He's struck out and flied out earlier in today's game. We'll see if we can keep him quiet here as well, here in this 3rd at-bat. And we'll see a pitch here. No, this one is going to make a loud noise. That ball goes up and over the fence. Home run. Jake Rogers, 9th home run of the season there for the Tigers. And he's helping the Tigers get back on the board here now. It is 6-2 here in the Motor City. What a shot there from him. As that ball was just really, I don't know where Presley was putting that ball at, but that was not where it needed to be. As we'll see Carpenter up next here. Carpenter, as we go to the bottom half of the 9th here, we're going to try to see if we can get this inning and get out of this first game here of this series. We'll see a ball thrown over there as Horner makes a nice routine play. As he will get that one over there first. It's now 1 away there on the Tigers. As Torres is up next. Torres 1 for 3. He had an RBI earlier. And of course, we would like to keep these guys as quiet as we possibly can here in the 9th inning. As we'll have a ground ball there go to Turner. Turner's going to have to run this one out. Excuse me. And Turner is able to get the ball there to first. Nice play there for a nice hustle. An assisted play there for him. And that's going to now put Torkelson up next. 0-for-3. He struck out and, of course, had 2 ground outs earlier. We'll see if we can, of course, again, do the same here. 1-2 count here for Torkelson as Presley gets him out. Nice circle change strikeout. And that will end the inning as the Cubbies win this one here in this opener against the Tigers. 6-2 is your final in this one. Nice job as Cubbies again get a great victory there as they 6 runs, 16 hits. Tigers 2 runs, 7 hits there for them as they Cubbies get a nice victory here on the road here against Casey Mays and the rest of the Tigers. As Casey Mays goes 4 and 2/3 innings of work, gave up 6 hits there, 3 strikeouts there for him as well. And to take a look at the box score here, and really pretty much Ian Happ had a great day there. 3 RBIs. He was 4 for 5 for the game. Great day there for him as he put up some nice numbers, even as well as Colin did as well, even though he did give up a big home run. But there you see 6 innings of work, 5 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 7 strikeouts there for him as he has a 2.03 ERA. As for the Tigers, their top guy, I would have to say it would be Cole Keith, as he went 2 for 4 of the day for them, as and Rogers as well. Rogers, 9th home run of the season. He also has 22nd RBI. As, of course, Torres had a RBI as well as 23rd. And, of course, there you see Mays' numbers as well. And Screwball will be up next here for the Tigers in game number 2 in this series. As we'll see. This is actually I believe this is a quick little 2-game series that we'll be facing here in... or is it? No, it's a 3-game series. It's a 3-game series. Okay, my bad. I was gonna say I would imagine it'd be. I was thinking it was a 2-game series, but it's not. But there you see Scribble's numbers there. A little close to 90 innings so far this season. He has a ERA of 1.94. He has a 4-seamer, circle change, slider, sinker, and a knuckle curve. That will knock your socks off there. 6'3", 240 pounds. He has A potential. He's 95 overall. He's 28 years of age. He's only doing better. He keeps getting better in his age. As he was drafted back in the 2018 draft, 9th round, and born out of California. His last start, of course, against the White Sox there, he got a nice win over them as he had pitched 8 innings, gave up 2 hits, had 9 strikeouts and 3 walks. And there you see in that victory there, they ended up getting that one there for him. As we'll see, Matthew Boyd will be, of course, there you see the box score there for that game for Screwball. As there you see, good game. As we'll see, Matthew Boyd will be up next. B potential, he's kind of going down some after his last start there. He's not looking too good. Of course, also his age kind of affects it as well. But the Southpaw here going to show up here. He's been in 12 games so far. He has 7-1 for the season so far. The last couple of games, he's had a couple of no decisions. And of course, looking to see if he can get some run support here today. Right now, pitching 3.38 ERA, and he is, of course, looking to see if he can get a win. He has 5 quality starts so far this season. He has a 4-seam, circle change, slider, sinker, and curveball. And the last game, of course, it was a no decision there for him on his part there. 5 innings of work, as he just last performance there wasn't just doing so good for him. And I believe we did get the run. Well, we didn't get the run support for him to get the win, but we did get the win against the Reds. But there you see the box score there for this game, as we went ahead and simmed it, and we get the victory there, as you see the numbers as well. 2 stolen bases there from Kyle Tucker. Actually, we ended up losing that one. Never mind. 3-1 there. So now we're going to go ahead and get to the next game and see here what we can do. As we'll see Jameson Taillon. He will be in the game here. 8-3 there for him for the season here so far. 72 and 2/3 innings of work for him. 51 strikeouts. He has an ERA of 3.47, and he's going to take on Jack Flaherty in the final game of this matchup here today. As you see the numbers there, and of course there you see the box scores for this one as well. As of course we came back, I believe, in this one here and got a nice victory, and of course winning this series here. So we got out of or I should say oh no, they won that one. So no, we did not do so well in that one. In the second game, the second game that was the second game. Never mind. I don't know. I'm getting like I said, it's been 5 months since I've seen this footage here, so bear with me. But Jack Flaherty, we will see a little bit in this game here today as we'll get into this one. As there you see his numbers so far. 13 starts he's so far been in, and he has 4-6 for the season. As you see the rest of his numbers there, 5 home runs to give it up here, 21 RBI or 21 walks, 71 strikeouts for him. He has a 3.31 ERA, and the righty from California looking for a victory here today. As you see there, last place he was at, he was traded to from Detroit or from St. Louis. There, he's a former Flaherty. Yeah, he was a former Cardinal there. How can I forget about that? But his last start against the White Sox there, it was a no decision. 8 innings of work, gave up 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, no home runs, no walks. As you take a look here, as we take a look at the box score as well, and we'll see here. 5 runs they gave up to us. As looks like they had a pretty good day with home runs there, and of course, or against the White Sox there. But yeah, ended up not doing so well there in that his previous start there. Like I said, it was a no decision. Really couldn't do too much there for him, as they were trying their best to get some run support, and that just it happens even to the best pitchers there. Some days you just don't have it, and of course our last start there we had with our guy with Taillon was back in that series there, what we seen earlier today. So there you see his box score for that game for the Nationals there. And of course, we would love to get us another victory here, and of course, trying to win this series here against the White Sox. As we'll see, Pete Crow Armstrong's gonna be out of the lineup here today, and of course, so is Nico Horner. Wow, both of them are gonna be out of the order here. So today, looks like Avera is gonna be on the out there playing center field. We'll see him here hopefully in the game, as he's one of our young outfielders. Plays pretty much all 3 outfield positions there. But we're gonna go ahead and of course do a quick manage here and kind of jump in whenever our team's in trouble or the game happens to be tied up or so. But yeah, we'll just jump in here and see what we can do here. So far, it's a pretty quiet game, back and forth, pretty much defense wise, and we'll see who's gonna get the first run here. So we're just kind of simming here. I try to do my best to sim this as slow as I can, or a decent pacing, so you guys can see obviously what's going on here, because I'm not going to try to call it whatsoever here. But looks like it's both teams are kind of filling each other out, looking for the right pitches and stuff like that. Right now, Tigers have no runs, 2 hits, and 1 error. For us, we have no runs, 1 hit, and no errors. The Tigers just got another hit there, so now they have 3 hits. So still now a nothing game here to go to the, I believe, the top half of the 6th. And of course, we couldn't do nothing there. So this has been pretty much a pitcher's duel here, as both pitchers really not giving up too much here, giving a hit or 2 here and there, but for the most part, not really giving up any runs. As the Tigers now have 4 hits here. So we'll go ahead and jump in the 7th inning. It's a good time now, as both sides have seen pitchers here pretty much now. Here they should know what to expect. As we'll see a hit there for Bush, as that's going to go, and that's going to be a line drive, nice liner there, as Green is able to get to that one for the out. We'll go now here. We'll see what Ian Happ can do, as he'll ground ball this one over the right, or to the right side of the field there to the first baseman. As he'll ground out for out number 2. As Turner's up next, and of course Turner would love to, of course, do something here for the Cubbies here. So he'll swing this one here high and deep over to right field. This is going to go back. This is going to go deep, and that ball is gone. 344 as he hits the game decider here. Flaherty giving up a home run here late in this ball game. Justin's 11th home run of the season. As we lead it now 1-0 here with 2 on, or it's just with nobody on and 2 out. Nice solo shot there, as that one flares right out of the ballpark there. As we'll see now in the bottom half of the 7th here, we'll see if we can keep these little kitty cats quiet, as we did not do such a great job. I maybe should not call them kitty cats, because he is taking this one to the yard, as that one is from Torres. That's his 8th home run of the season, and they have now tied it up now 1 apiece here in the bottom half of the 7th with nobody out. Beautiful solo shot there. Yeah, that was not good. Both starters have now given up home runs here late in the ball game here. So what is going on now? I guess they've been pitching very well, pitching pretty precise, and now, you know, that preciseness, that sniper-like, habit or behavior right now is starting to go on the wayside here. As geez, that's just a shot there. So now with nobody out, nobody on here, 1-2 count here. We got to try to stop this before it gets out of control. As we've already lost the game here in this series, and we're looking to try to see if we can win the rubber match here today. As we'll see a runner on board at first. 1-0 count there for Rogers, as the pitcher throws a wild pitch there, and Rogers is going to move up 90 feet to second base. So they're going to consider that a wild pitch. 3-1 count here on Rogers, as we'll see him take a walk, as our guy Tillerson cannot find the zone. So Perez is up next, the third baseman. We'll see what he can do as runners on first and second. And, of course, a base hit here would definitely bring home a run. But we'll see a quick turnaround here, as we'll see a quick 2 there, and that's going to be a 2 away. As the lead runner there, of course, runs up from second to third there on that little play. It's 3-6-1 double play there. Now we're just looking for a pop-up that stays in the ballpark, or a chop or some kind of ground ball here to get us out of this inning and keep that runner at third. Baez is up next. He'll pop this. Oh, thank God. Pops this one straight up the elevator shaft there, and that's going to be it for the inning, as they leave one stranded here in the bottom of the 7th. We go now straight to the top of the 8th. No runners on board here. 0-2 count here for Amaya. And oh, he's going to hit this one up the middle there. Nice hustle as he runs down the first base line. Nice dive there from the second baseman, but not in time to make a play there to get the catcher out. As Workman's up next. He's 0 for 2 here in today's game. Runner on first with nobody out. And, of course, we're looking for a decent... Oh, nice little bunt there. Going to move Amaya up here. Runner at the runner there is going to make it on time there first on time. Nice hustle there from Workman. You don't see that too often here nowadays. The bunting game is kind of gone to the wayside there. I told my nephew, a while back, because he, of course, they're starting baseball again here. But I told him, I was like, yeah, you got to start working on your bunting there. You just fake them out, sometimes. As we'll see here, Birdie up next, as that ball is going to be a strikeout, and that'll be the first out of the inning here for Foley. As now, we'll see what Kevin can do here. It's got runners on second and first. And he's going to hit this one up the middle there. And that's going to be a twin killer there. And that's going to be an inning killer. As that is not going to get us out of the inning here. As, yeah, they go for 2 and they get it. As it's now Thibault's up next here. Let's see, 22 games he's been in so far here. 5-0 go so far for him. As he's been doing very well here, coming out of the relief here for us. We'll see if that can continue. As we'll see Thibault getting the first batter here in the top of the bottom half of the 8th. That's a strikeout. As he'll have to go sit down. Keith's up next. Looking at an 0-2 count, and that's gonna be a drop third strike. Throw the runner out at first, and that's now 2 away. As we get 2 outs quickly here. Now let's see if we can get the third out here against Green. Let's see an 0-2 count there. Woo! That was butter, as that goes right past him. And that is the inning. As we'll get to Will Vest here for the Tigers. And we'll see what they can do here. They can, of course, keep this game where it's at and try to get it to go to and try to be party poopers here at the bottom of the 9th. But right now, at the top of the 9th, Kyle Tucker's up here batting .327. He's 0 for 3 for the day here today. And he says, nah, we're leaving here and we're leaving with a win. Smacks that ball right out of the deep center field. Home run there for Kyle Tucker. Kyle, as he hits his 29th of the season. 441 is the distance. Wow. As he puts up, does a great job there. Putting that one up over the fence. Great job. As it's now 2-1 here in the top of the 9th. Now, of course, the party's not over yet. The party just hasn't begun yet because we still need to get some more runs here just in case we have a bad 9th inning. Of course, Porter, we've already seen him blow a save in that Nationals in the series there against the Nationals. We've got to make sure that doesn't happen here today, as we'll see a pop up there to a deep center field. And that is going to be out number 1 here, as the Tigers look a little dejected there. But, you got 1 out, so, still got a chance here to get back in this game. Ian Happ's next, as he'll swing and miss there on that low circle change pitch, as that will retire him. As it's now 2 away here for the Cubbies. As Turner's up next. Turner looking to get something going here, as he's already hit a home run earlier. And we'll see here, he'll swing and miss there. That is going to retire him, and that's going to retire the inning. As we go now to the bottom of the 9th. Bottom of the 9th here, as Carpenter's up next. That's going to be a little flounder out there to left center field. Base hit there for Carpenter. And the Tigers might got something going on here. Let's see if we can, hopefully by hook or crook here, stop them. Torres, of course, hit that home run earlier. Ball's going to be right in front of the pitcher. Trying to turn for the double play here. Can't get the double play, but we do get the lead runner out. We do have 1 out now. So that's good to see. So now we're looking for a double play here in this situation. And, of course, our manager alerting us, letting us know that, or at least the game's letting us know that our pitcher is going to be getting a little wore out here. As there you see the Matt Verlander there is going to be struck out there. So we get Thibault out now here. We're going to bring in Porter. As Porter Hodge now has a chance to get his 24th save here out of possibly now 27. He's had a pretty good season so far with the saves. Of course, like I say, he blew it last time. But, of course, he didn't have much run support going into the game here. But he has 1 run. We're up by a run here, so that should hopefully is enough. As Perez here is, Porter doesn't like the call there. So instead of a strikeout here, it's a full count. So now full count here on Jake Rogers. Of course, he smacked one in the first game of this series. Swing and a miss there, and that is going to be it for this one. As the Cubbies coming out of this game, they win this one of a final score of 2-1. So nice victory there for us as we pull off a great win. And of course, we get a nice victory here on the road as we take the rubber match here in game 3 of this series with the Tigers, 2-1. So good win there for us. As we're looking to, of course, get back on the winning track here. Kyle Tucker 1 for 4 in the game. Your player of the game, home run there for him. Like I said, it's 29th of the season, RBI as well. And Turner hit a home run as well. He had his 11th, I think I said. 1 for 4 for him, an RBI and a run score. Workman 1 for 3, and Birdie 1 for 4 and a double. Workman did a great job there. That bunt there, that was awesome. Dead bunt. Ball was dead as hell, and he was able to motor up and go up 90 feet there to first base. So the box score there, you see that. Of course, you guys can pause and check it out. But Birdie his 8th double. Tucker's 29th home run. Turner his 11th, like I mentioned. Kyle Tucker 72 RBIs now for the season, 38 now for Turner, and of course Taillon there getting another win, or getting not necessarily the win, but he gets another no decision there on his part, as he will come up short there. And of course, there you see Jack Flaherty. There's 7 innings of work, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 2 walks, and a couple of strikeouts there. As the Cubbies are right now looking pretty good here. They're about to get their 50th win here soon, as they're 49-16. Right now, they have a 9.5 game lead over the Brew Crew. Pirates, they're 18.5 back. Cardinals, 19 back. And of course, the Reds, 24.5 back, as they are right now 3-7 of the last 10. As we take a look at the Mets, right now, Mets lead right now with a game and a half lead over the Phillies. Phillies in second place. Braves are 12 games back, and the Florida Marlins are 17 games back, and the Nationals are 23 games back. The Mets right now on a 3-game winning streak right now. They're at 7-3 of the last 10. Dodgers, the last 10, they are 6-4. They have a first place right now. A nice lead over the Padres, who are 6 games back. Diamondbacks are 11.5 games back. Rockies are 15.5 games back, and the Giants, disappointingly, is 20 games back. They are 5-5 of the last 10 games for them. Rockies right now on a 4-game losing streak there. They got to get themselves out of that rut as well. Orioles right now take first place, as we'll see the Yankees right now just 3.5 games back behind them. Of course, my Red Sox not doing so well still. As for the Tigers, they right now have a half a game lead over the Twins. Guardians, of course, have 2 games back. Royals are 3.5 games back. So you still got 3 teams right behind the Tigers still competing. And of course, the White Sox, we all know about that story there. They are just abysmal, purposely just playing bad, in my opinion. Athletics right now first place. They have a 2-game lead over the Astros. Astros in second place. They're 37-28. Rangers 35-31. They're 4.5 games back, along with the Mariners, who are 34-30. They're 4.5 games back, and the Angels, another team that's just disappointing to watch, 30-34 right now. They're on a 2-game losing streak here. They are 5-5 of their last 10 games. So, been a rough go there for them, but we'll have to see if things will turn around for them sometime here soon, as we get ready to take on the Phillies. The Phillies right now, a game and a half back of the Mets. Of course, they'll be looking to try to get a victory here out of this series, or at least try to take this series from us. But that is not going to happen. We're going to make sure that does not happen. As of course, we want to try to keep our lead up in our division. As the Phillies right now, like I said, on a 1-game losing streak, but they're 5-5 of the last 10. And of course, a couple games, at least 2 out of 3 here for them. If they can win this series here against us, would be helpful for them and gain a little bit more ground here on the Mets. And of course, we'll at least keep in pace of the Mets here right now, as they still, like I said, hoping that in this series they can turn things around. So Zach Wheeler is going to be their starter here, a potential 91 overall. From Georgia, 6'4", 195 pounds. He's 34 years of age. And of course, there you see his numbers so far this season, as Wheeler is by far one of the up-and-coming pitchers that have been recognized here lately for the Phillies. prestige that's been going on right now with them being a really hot team right now. There you see his numbers from the start that he had against Toronto. 4.5 ERA, and then of course we have Justin Steele, which we've seen earlier here. Well, we didn't get to see him, but we see that he was in a matchup there in that series there with Nationals at the beginning of the episode here today. There you see his numbers as well. 2.87 ERA, has a 1.5 WAR for so far this season, and of course the young man from Mississippi has been our top ace there. Of course, he got the win off of the Nationals there in his previous matchup there. 7 innings of work, only giving up one run, and that run was not earned. But there you see Bryce Harper, of course Trace Turner, Kyle Schwarber, who a former Cubby, as he's been obviously been around, as he's been going to places like Philly, where he's been making a pretty good home there. But of course, if you know anything, he was a Cubby back in the day, not too long ago, and he's been of course been a commodity right now, one of the hot bats right now in Major League Baseball. And possibly he's been going to kind of being that journeyman, going to different teams, helping out whenever he can. JT Remonto is another one who's been doing hitting very well there. A young man from Oklahoma. Been in the league for 10 seasons, 33 years of age, 6'1", 212 pounds. He was drafted in the 3rd round a couple years back. And of course, there you see those guys as well. As you see, game time decision, we had to make a decision on a player, as Ian Happ, I believe, is not playing here today. So we are back, we're here in Philly for this one here. As Philly right now, 2nd place in the NL East. We're of course first place with a 49-16 record. They are at 38-27 for them. There you see some of the storylines that are going on right now in Major League Baseball, as well as the top stories here for both us and the Phillies. So there you see the season comparison between the two of them. And like I said, this is going to be a good matchup between both teams, as they're both looking to, of course, get a victory here for the club. And of course, for us, we're trying to stay in first place. And as for the Phillies, they're of course trying to stay afloat here and try to keep in pace here with the Mets. As we'll see, a nice hit there from Nico Horner leads off the game as we get to the top of start here at the top of the first with a base hit. Puts a runner on board here. Nice job. That's exactly what you want to see from your leadoff man there. As we get to the next bat here, this is going to be Pete, as PCA puts a nice hit there out to center field. That's going to be a base hit for him, moving the runner up 90 feet, making it now a 3-2. Or excuse me, runners second and third, or excuse me, second and first there for the game. Kyle Tucker's up next, and right now batting .329. So far today's episode, he's been hitting pretty well. Let's see if he can do so here as he smacks this one out to right field off the foul pole. 4-12 there for him, and that's a 3-run shot as he says goodbye baseball. As Zach Wheeler will give up the first 3 runs of the ball game here. 30th home run of the season for Tucker. As the Cubbies lead it here at the bank, it is 3-0 here in Philly. As we see this one here, and look at that, just smack ball screaming. It hits right off the foul ball there, getting some relief. And Trey Turner will still lead off here at the bottom of half of the first for the Phillies, as Turner up to bat here. And Turner says he's going to fire it up as well, as he hits out here to left center field, bounces off the 374 sign, and they're going to throw this one in, hopefully. Yes, they do, as that's going to be a double there for him. So the Phillies starting off on a hot foot right now. As Stott is up next. He has a runner on second with Runner taking off. Trey Turner going for third, and we do not do anything to stop him there, as he's going to give up a free base there. So Trey Turner gets a nice stolen base. As Stott there in position now here to knock this runner in. This is going to be a pop up here for Turner. As there you see Turner does a great job there. Throw this one out to the catcher and keeping that runner there at third base. One away, as the big bat of Bryce Harper's up next. He's batting right now $143, and he's gonna hit a nice line drive out there, out to center field there, base hit, and the Phillies are on the board here early. It's now 3-1 in Philly. It's now Kyle Schwarber here. Of course, we got to be careful with him, as he's looking at a 1-0 count here, and he's gonna drive this one out to the right. That's gonna be a base hit for him. And we'll see a runner now taking off from second to third, as that's Bryce Harper. A nice hustle there from Harper, getting that, stretching that base hit that he got, that Schwarber hit, and turning that going from second to third there. And now we'll see a double play being met here. Can we get it? And then we do. That leaves the runner stranded there at third. And that'll be it for the innings. Marsh is up next here, top or bottom of the third here, 3-1 count, and a nice four-seam fastball right up on his chest as he goes swinging and misses. As that's another strikeout there for Steele. Trey Turner, of course, hit that double earlier, but back in the top of the or bottom half of the first. We'll see what he can do here in this at bat. 0-1 count, and he's gonna hit this one up the middle there, base hit, puts him on board again as he's now 2-2 for the day, and that's going to be a base hit for him with one away. Stott's up next. He popped out earlier. We'll see if we can make a ground ball situation here for ourselves to get ourselves out of the inning. Runner's going to take off again here, and then we'll throw, and that one's going to be off throw as well. Turner's just too quick, as he steals another base there. His second base stolen here in today's game, his 16th of the season. As you see here, he's gone. There's not much to say about that. Stott now up here, has runner on second. 1-1 count. He's going to swing and miss there, and there again, they steal another bam base. As now he steals his third base of today's game here now at third base. His 17th steal of the season. Stott here, 1-2 count here, looking to see if we can keep him. And that's a four-seam fastball. Takes him. That's going to be strikeout number two here. Fourth strikeout now for Steele. As Harper's up next here. He's 1 for 1. And of course, again, we got to be careful here. We got to get this ground ball. Swanson there gets the ground ball over to first, and that's going to keep the runner Trey Turner there at first base, or excuse me, at third base there, retiring the side. Top of the fourth coming up here is Dansby Swanson leading off here. He's 0 for 1 for the day. And he is, of course, one again, the hit party as well. As he's going to hit a nice hit, and he's going to be a part of the party as he hits a home run. Solo shot. Nice job there from Dansby Swanson, as that's his 8th home run. There you see, if you can hear it. Crowd telling him to throw it back. As that's going to be another solo. That's going to be a nice solo shot there for Swanson. He's been known to do that here lately as of late. And with one out, he is putting this one up there, as he is now making it out 4-1. Bottom of the fourth, still 4-1. As we'll see Kyle Schwarber up to bat, and Schwarber, slider gets on him as he cannot pull the trigger, and that's going to be now the 5th strikeout now here for Steele. As we'll see, Castellanos now up to bat here. He's 0 for 1. We'll see what he can do here with nobody on board and one out, and he's going to sky this one out to right field. Tucker's going to be underneath of it, and nice job there getting that one there. So that's going to be now out number 2, as we're looking to try to get out of this inning here quickly and get our bats rattled again. JT up to bat here. He's 0 for 1 for the day. As he'll swing and a miss there on that four-seam fastball inside, and he's going to have to check the bat, as it might have a hole in it, and that ends the inning. Go to the top of the 5th. Nico Horner up next, and Horner, of course, striking this one out to right center field there. That's going to be easy hustle there by the right fielder, as that's going to be the first out of the inning here for the Cubbies. As PCA is up to bat next here. 1 for 2 day here for him. Wheeler here, of course, he's kind of been keeping this game at bay. Well, until he has this one hits off the out-of-town scoreboard. That's going to be a double there for a PCA as he's getting himself in scoring position now here with 1 out. That's going to be his 24th of the season here, and the skipper here for the Phillies says, Wheeler, you did your thing, but today your thing was not it. As Wheeler will be leaving the game. Tanner Banks will be up to pitch here now in a relieving role, probably a long relief role, as he's 0 for 1 now for the season so far here. He looks like he's been pitching really good against righties here. So right now he's taking on against a lefty here. This will be Tucker. So he might have a little trouble here with Tucker. Tucker's already hit a 3-run shot earlier back in the first. He's going to fly this one out to left. Runner will remain at second base as he will not be able to tag up. So Tanner Banks get lucky there that first time around against Kyle Tucker. We'll see how he does against Michael Bush. Bush 1 for 2 for the day. Runner on second with 2 out. And Bush going to hit up this one up the middle here. Runner from second should come around to score. And that's exactly what happens as PCA comes in for the off that base hit. As that's a nice RBI single there for Bush. As Kevin now up to bat here, we'll see what he can do as he rifles this one there, but not past the infield as the shortstop makes a quick grab. And that will end the at-bat and end the inning. As Jose Alvaro there up the pitch here. He's 1 for 3 for the season here. He looks like he's been pitching really well against righties, 330. Not so much against lefties there at 349. We'll see a pitch here. This is going to be lifted up by Workman as he takes this one out to the center field. That's going to be caught. And that's going to be it for the inning, or for the at-bat there for him, I should say. The inning's still in progress. Nick Warner up back as we're at the top of the order. 322 right now, his average, as he's going to sell this one out to left. That's going to drop down, and that's going to be a nice play there for us as we get a runner on board here with 1 out. Still keeping this inning alive here, and let's keep it going strong as we got PCA up again here. 2 for 3 for him for the day as he's going to hit this one off the left-hand side. That's going to say it's going to be a fair ball, and now it's going to move the runners up. Oh, as you see here, a nice double as they push that, as PCA gets the lead runner to get to from first to third there off that double. And, of course, the replay here back where we've seen Kyle Tucker earlier hitting that 3-run shot. And his first at-bat skies this one and has that one screaming off the foul post there. As they decide to go ahead and intentionally walk him, which is a smart idea here in this situation. As he really did a good job there putting us in the position we're in right now. So Michael Bush now has the honor now to try to extend his lead here now. As the bases are juiced and there's 1 out. We'll see what they're going to do here. Of course, they're going to try to keep the ball on the ground as much as they possibly can. Bush, on the other hand, is going to look for something up high here, as that's going to be a ground ball there. They find the double play, and that's going to get him out of the inning here. As the Phillies get lucky there that time around with the bases juiced there. Bottom of the 7th here, we'll see Kyle Schwarber, left fielder here up to bat. There you see a fly out and popped it, or fly out and ground out earlier. And Schwarber says, nuh-uh, no more. That ball is out of here. Home run for Kyle Schwarber. 445 deep center field. That is going to be his 10th home run of the season. And that is going to put the Phillies back in the hunt now here in this one. Making it now 5-2 here in the bottom half of the 7th. As Schwarber says, Steele, I know you, buddy. I was teammates with you at one point, and I know how you pitch, and I know exactly where this ball is going to be. And he shows it right there. As that ball skies right out of here. As we now try to figure out our next approach here to Kyle Schwarber next time around. I think we might have to walk him. We'll go now see what Calisthenes there will do here. He'll drive this one as he keeps this going. As he gets a base hit. As he keeps the inning going with another base runner on board here. So now JT Realmonto now up to bat here. 0-for-2 for him. Looking for a ground ball here to get us out of the inning here. That's going to get lifted up out the shallow center. And that's going to be a quick catch there. It's going to keep the runner at first. And it's going to keep everybody at bay. As we, of course, did a nice job there of doing so there. Still not out of the woods just yet. We got a runner on still on first with one out, and we'll see a fly ball out there as PCA has to go track it down. He does so there. Nice job there, getting on his horse that time around. As he's able to track the ball and of course get himself there at bottom of the out there at the center field. So, oh, off the glove there, Workman. Workman has to get that ball's going to be over to Swanson. And nice play there. I think that's a 5 to 6 to 1 play. Put down your scorecards there, kid. As Hodge now up the pitch here to close out the game. And of course trying to win the first game here. So he is eligible for a save here. Let's see if we can get Bryce Harper out. 1 for 3 for Bryce Harper. As we'll see a ball here, hit this one here, sky this one. Please go foul. No, it's going to be fair as it's going to hit off out there to left or right field. Home run, 342 is the distance. And this is not funny or fun at all as we're up by 2 here in the bottom of the 9th with nobody out. And we got some of the heavy hitters coming up here. Schwarber being one of them. We already see him put one over the fence earlier. Bryce now put one over the fence. All right, guys, please play smart here. 1-2 count here on Schwarber. And Schwarber, yeah, he was trying to take. He was trying to take that as he thought that was a foul or a ball, but no, sir, no, that's a strike. That's Hodge up next. 1-2 count. He misses that. That's going to make it now 2-2. Looking for the second out here. Yes, we're going to go on the outside here, see if he'll bite. And oh, he didn't bite on that one there. So he took that one. That's going to be a strikeout.
Now batting, catcher.
And that is going to be it for the at-bats. Now JT back up to bat here. We'll see what the catcher can do here for the Phillies. As he'll swing and miss there. And that right there is your ball game. As we take game 1 in today's episode of this one here. Nice job as we're able to, of course, get ourselves nicely fixed up there, and of course get a chance to, of course, get a victory as we take the first game of this series. It's a 3-game series, so we're looking to try to take another win here very, very soon here as we'll get ready for game 2. But yeah, nice win here. Both starters had a little rough time there midway through the game, but Justin stayed out there a little longer there. 8 wins there for him. He got a nice quality start. He only gave up 2 runs there, 2 earned, and we win this one 5-3. 5 runs, 10 hits there for the Cubbies. As for the Phillies, they are 3 runs, 7 hits there, no errors for either team. So everybody played some good, clean baseball. But we got the win. Of course, we got a nice save there, 25th save there for Porter Hodge there. As we take a look at the box scores there, and of course, like I said, Turner had a great day there. He had 3 stolen bases. He has now 17 for the season. Kyle Schwarber and, of course, Bryce Harper having a nice day. Both get a home run apiece, as well as some RBIs there for their effort. As we'll see, Christopher Sanchez there is our pitcher here in the game number 2. B potential, they're 83 overall from the DR. 28 years of age, 6'1", and 165 pounds. He's been in the league for 2 seasons. He is a southpaw, and there you see his number so far here. He gave up 10 home runs, 30 earned runs so far this season, 30 runs on his ledger. Gave up 88 hits, and he has struck out 51, as he has a 3.77 ERA. And there you see his WAR number as well. He has a sinker, changeup, a slider, and a cutter. And of course, he is going to be definitely, he is in that rotation there with the Phillies that got some good they're they got some good pitchers right now. They're mid to late 20s, doing some damage here on some teams, and of course they are definitely going to be causing some havoc here at the plate. And of course, our job is to figure out how we can capitalize over their abilities here in this matchup here today. I think we should have a pretty good game here. I think this will be not so much of a defensive pitching thing. I think it's going to be more of whoever can get the upper hand on them, and of course, get some good hits and string together some hits as well as some runners on board here. So we'll see how we do here in today's matchup. Here you see his last appearance there that he had there, which was a no decision there. They actually lost that game against them, but we'll go ahead and we'll see there. Of course, that's the last game that we've our last matchup there, as we got Imanaga here. He will be pitching out there for us, as he's had a really great season here. He's been kind of he's had 12 starts, but he's had 8 wins so far here. By far, he's been the most productive pitcher that we've had this season so far this season right now. Of course, he had that great start there at the beginning of the season against the Dodgers, and we're hoping to see more of that throughout the rest of the season here. But as we see here, we're going to go ahead and sim part of this game here. We'll jump in here at some point whenever it gets a little scary or whatever. But right now, we lead at 1-0 here at the top of the they're at the top of the third. Bottom of the fourth now here, we're still lead at 1-0. So far, just 2 hits between the two teams, and those 2 hits are coming from us. As we'll go ahead and keep simming here and jump in whenever we think it's a good portion of the game, that we can jump in here and either help our team out to get the win, or if we happen to be down, or maybe it's a situation where there's a pitching change or something like that, we can go in and see if we can turn things around here. But so far, our starter's been doing a pretty good job in these innings here. He has not given up anything right now, not a hit, not a run, which is good, but we just need that run support right now. We just need to get another run or 2 here, and that'll be even Stevens for us. But we'll go ahead and we'll jump in here during the 7th inning. So we'll see what we can do here in the 7th inning. As we'll see Alec Bohm up to bat here. 0 for 2 day here for him. He's got a 1-2 count, and he's going to hit this one out to shallow left center field there, and PCA is going to have to go track it down, as that's going to be a double there for Alec, as he is there safely with nobody on, with nobody out. So the no bid is gone, as so we'll now have to focus on just trying to get out of here with a win. As Nick Calavanis now up to bat here. Tucker's got to track this one down, as he's got this one at right field here. He's going to throw this one into third. He's going to get there, and we get the throw and the tag. Nice job. Nice throw there from Kyle Tucker, as he rifles this one. Look at this. Look at that. Good job there. One hop, gets it, tags him, and he's in the bag there. Tag him, bag him. Got him. Nice play there defensively. 2 out now, as we'll see a 0-2 count here, as JT will be up to bat here. We'll see what he can do. Got that split finger low and inside, and that's going to retire the side here as we go down to the top of the 8th.
Now pitching for the Phillies,
As Jose
number 46,
Alvaro is up to bat here.
Alvarado.
As Alvarado gets a start here, we'll see what he can do. As, of course, last time we faced him, we did pretty good damage against him. We'll see if we can do that again here tonight. Top of the 8th here, leading off is Nico Horner at the top of the order, and Horner's going to get that one off the top of his bat, and that's not going to be helpful at all for the inning, as that's now 1 away.
Up next for the Cubs.
So now we'll get to the next at bat here, as we'll see PCA come up the bat again here today, as he's over 3, ground out a couple times now. We'll see what we can do, as he needs a hit here, and we need it bad. As we'll see this one skied out there. That's going to float out there a little too high, or just high enough to stay up in the air. As Schwarber is underneath that one. That's going to be now 2
batting,
away.
Right fielder.
So now Kyle Tucker up to bat here. They did a good job here keeping Tucker quiet here. He flied out back in the first. So far, he's 0 for 3. And they have not really let his bat wander off too much here. So we'll see here. Oh, look at this. Smack over to right field, but it's going to be foul ball. And Tucker's like, are you serious? So now 0-2 count here on Tucker again. As he's looking for a shot here as he hits this one and chops it past the infield. That is going to be a base hit. That's a huge difference from the previous pitch there. But that's all right. We got a runner on board here with 2 out. Let's see if we can keep this going. As his hitting streak is out now up to 18 games. Yes, we have not forgot about that. It's up to 18 now. As Michael Busch up next. 1 for 2 here as he'll sky this one out to left center field here. That's going to drop near the 374 sign. That should be good enough to get Kyle Tucker to come around the bags here and get home as he's going to get there safely as we get our second win, our second run in the game here today. I'm getting a little ahead of myself there as he gets himself on board. As that's just a beautiful hit there off that San Diego studio sign out there at left center field. Nice nice RBI double there for Busch. And Swanson will be up next. Swanson here gets a hit, and that's going to go over to right field. Give me a ground ball there to second, and that is going to retire the side. And that is going to end it. So we now go to the bottom of the ninth here. So we got a chance now to close out the game. 103 pitches now for Imanaga, as he is really just doing a great job there, pacing himself as he gets another strikeout there. We'll see what he does here against Bryce Harper. This will be the 3rd time he's seen Harper in tonight's game. Last time he gave Harper a walk. We'll see the pitch here. This will be a 105th pitch that he's thrown. Ground ball there. Swanson should have this one here. Throws the first and a nice play. As that will end that at bat there against Harper. Schwarber will be up next. He's walked earlier. He's 0-2. He has 0-2 count now right now here for the day. Batting .227. As he'll chop this one over to the second baseman. Horner's going to get that one to third. And that is going to be your ball game. As the Cubbies come back and win again in game 2 of this one here. Nice finish there from him as they finish this one 2-0 here. As we just did a great job there of getting the win. 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors there for the Cubbies. As for the Phillies, right now they're down 0-2 in this series. But no, with only had that 1 hit, as we almost came close to having a no-no there. As they said, no, you're not going to have that today. As we'll have to see what Morgan can do again is next start there. But he does get the complete game as he was out there all 9 innings there. So that's his second complete game of the season. And like I said, he has some good pacing in that game there. You don't see that too often with a lot of players nowadays here. So we'll see how this all turns out to be coming up in the next start there for him. But there you see Trey's numbers, Trey Turner's numbers there. 0 for 4 day there. Nice job. We had a lot of nice offers there in this one. As Sanchez there now 3-4 for the season as they'll pick up that loss. And up next, and by far is probably one of my favorite picks of all for the Red Sox this season in the off season. Ranger Suarez, of course, here with the Phillies, at least in this version of the game. As you see there, B potential 83 overall. I'm so excited about Ranger Suarez coming to Boston here. I'm just hoping that they will I'm hoping he'll have a good time and do some good work there for us. But that's besides the point. As the Venezuelan pitcher here, 6'1", 217 pounds, 29 years of age. He's had 1 win over the last start there against Pittsburgh. I wish they would actually show the score, what the score was there. But Justin Turner is not going to be in today's game today for us, so he'll be changed up in the lineup as we'll jump into the 6th inning here, and we'll see what we can do here with Amaya. As we are down by a run here, 2-1. Phillies lead this one here in the 6th. As we see a throw over the first, that'll be a quick, easy out there for them as they get the first out of the inning. So there, they get the leadoff runner. We'll see what Carson Kelly can do here today, as he's 0 for 2 here in today's game. Looking to try to get something going. Oh, nice swing there. Nice bat sound of the bat, and that's going to hit off the wall out there and out there and right, I should say. And a nice slide there, and safe at second. Nice hit there from Kelly there. He you know, that game that we had seen a couple episodes ago against who was it? I think it was Milwaukee. He had some pretty good hits there. That's almost sound like just the same ones he had in that one. Here it's in that bat there. But we'll see a ground ball there. That's going to be an out there on Ian Happ. So now John Birdie will now have to try to keep this inning alive here for us and try to move the runner up. As we'll see Ranger Suarez here now, his 87th pitch here. Gives up a base, or no, he's not going to give up a base hit there. That ball's going to be in play. As the second baseman makes a nice hustle there and gets the out as that retires the side. So now we go to the bottom of the 6th here. Schwarber's up here. He's 0-1 now. As Ben Brown will be coming out of the bullpen here. Of course, like I said, we've been kind of seeing what Ben can do, because Ben's kind of like, you know, I don't know, just meh at times at pitching. So that might be something we will have to look at for the future here for us, as we need a pitcher that's ready to pitch and ready to go. As we'll see a nice out there. That's going to be out number 2 as he gets the ground ball there on Alec. Nick Kalanolis there will be up next. 0-2. He'll swing and a miss there, and that's going to be a nice sit down. As Ben Brown does a great job getting himself out of the inning. All right, so Orion Kirkery, 35 games he's been in so far this season, 6-3. And there you see he's looks like he's been pitching very well against lefties. As now we'll see Nico Horner lead off here at the top of the 7th inning. We need a good inning here, and we need a good start here from Nico, as he does so there, as he gets a base hit. Nice job there knocking himself to get in position on board. That's now 1 on here with nobody out. Crow Armstrong's up next. He's 0 for 3 here today. He needs a good at bat here. So he'll ground this one there to the second base, or to the second baseman. Makes a quick, easy play there for the double play, and that's going to be in and wipe off any chance now for us to get back in this inning here, as they get a quick twofer on that one. Kyle Tucker's up next, as he is right now batting 2 for 3 for today. And Kyle Tucker's like, nah, bro, we're getting something going here, as he hits this one off the wall. He's going to go for 2 here, and he is going to get a nice stand-up double. Nice job there from Kyle Tucker. Only if the other 2 would have been able to stay on base there, that would have been definitely a runner coming on board, or runner going home there. But that is not such the luck, as we'll see. They'll change the pitcher again here, as Tanner Banks will now come in here. So getting the bullpen going, as we'll see what the Phillies can now do here against Bush, as I think they see a mismatch here in favor of them. And they get Bush to swing and miss there, as they'll leave Kyle Tucker at second base. As Thibar will come out here, as Thibar coming out there. 23 games he's been in so far. 6-0 so far for the season there. And looks like he's been pitching very well against righties. As Sosa now up here. We'll see what he can do as he grounds this one there to Amaya. Amaya's playing first. When I was sitting there looking at him, like, oh wow, he can play first and catcher. So that's awesome to see. Because Turner is not into today's game for whatever reason. But, you know, all right, that's cool. But Miller's up next. We'll see what he can do as he shots this one there to Swanson. Swanson throws this one over the first, and that's going to be a nice play, getting the second out of the inning. Nice play there, as Rafael Marchand is up next. He's over 2. He's grounded out twice now here today. Batting .333 right now for the season. Let's see what he can do here today as he pops this one up to shallow right field here. Tucker has to get to it, and he does, and that's going to retire the side. As we go now to the top of the 8th as they're looking to bring in the heat as the Phillies bringing in their closer. And we'll see if this closer can shut down this high power Cubbies offense right now. It's Jordan Raimondo. As Romano now coming up to pitch here. We'll see what he can do as he's facing up against Swanson. Swanson 0 for 2 for the day. As we'll see a 1-1 count coming up. And the pitch here, it's Swanson. Gets a piece of it, but just cannot keep it fair. Now another 1-2 count here for Swanson. Swanson here trying to keep this one up, but he is going to keep it up, right up the elevator shaft there. As that's going to be a quick out there, as that's going to be now 1 away. Cubbies really need to get themselves together here in this inning here. This is an important inning. We need the run here. The last couple of innings now we've been playing in, we've had at least a runner on board, but just not be able to get that runner home. So now with a runner on board here, base is empty. Maya's up here next. Amaya here hits this one, but it's going to be a floater out to center. And that's going to be out number 2 here. As the Phillies looking like they want to try to take this 3rd game of this series. As we'll see, Kelly up next. And Kelly looking for the pitch here. 1 and 3 day for him as he flies this one out to center field as well. And that is going to retire the top of the half. Top of the half is over. We go down to the bottom half of the 8th. As Stotts is up next. He's 1 for 2 here today. As Stybar here still out here managing the 8th inning. As we'll see a ground ball there. Swanson throws over to first. And they're going to say he's safe. As he hustled down that line there. Base hit, they're going to record. So now, Thibar here now has to stop this. We're going to see a bunt here. Oh, nice hustle there for that one there. Toss over there, but we cannot get there on time. We read a bunt. We've seen it, but we could not get our pitcher over there on time. As now we have runners on first and second. Harper up next. 0-2 count here for Harper. A little flare ball there midfield, and right now just a clip of the infield there, and that's going to be a base hit there for Harper. As now the bases are loaded and nobody out here. The Phillies are about to lay it thick on us here as they're up by 1 run right now. Kyle Schwarber's up next, so you know this is not a good sign right now. So we got to hope and pray that we can get some kind of double play of some sort here, or maybe even a rare triple play to get us out of this hole that we're in. Schwarber 0 for 2 here today as he'll pop this one over there. That's a nice catch, and that runner's not going to be able to advance at all as they'll have to all stay where they're at as the bases are still loaded. So now, Alec Boehm's up next. We'll see if we can get a ground ball in this situation. Keep the ball low as we'll see a ball fly over there. Ian Happ's going to hop on this one, and Ian Happ going to throw this one at home. Ian Happ looking at a play at home at the plate, but no. It's going to be off target there. And that's going to be a sacrifice fly there for Alec Boehm. And they're up by 2 now here, 3-1. And we'll see here, they'll still keep it going with 2 out now. And a sweet pitch to get out of the inning there. That 4-seam fastball high and away. That ends the inning here for the Phillies. But now it's causing trouble now here for the Cubbies. As we go now to the top half of the 9th. As Matt Stram is coming out here, we'll see what he can do. And we'll see here, he's 1 for 3, and he's had a really good time now against right-handed batters here this season. Averaging right now at a .143 ERA. We'll see what he can do here against Ian Happ. As Happ's up to lead off here in the 9th. Of course, we got to get our bats rattling here. And this one is, he heard me say this in the booth as this one skies out of the ballpark. 417 there for Happ. As Happ puts us back in the seat here Down by 1. It's now 3-2 here in the top of the 9th. This is what you want to see for your team. I wish we've seen it a lot earlier in the 8th, but we'll take it here in the 9th. As we see this one's getting hit out there, and that's going to be hit deep. Nice job. As Birdie's up next here. He's 0 for 2 here today. Trying to see if we can get him a base hit. He's going to pop this one up. As the second baseman's going to, or the shortstop here, going to call everybody off. And that is going to be an easy catch there for him, as that's going to be out number 1. So now we're looking at Nico Horner next. Horner, 2 for 4 for the day. He has two singles and a run scored. We'll see what he can do here, as we're down by a run with 1 out, nobody on. Horner here hits this one. That's going to be a nice shot out to right, but not enough to get it over the fence, as it will be caught there at right field for out number 2. Excuse me. So PCA's up next. Last chance now for the Cubbies to get back in this ball game. Bases loaded, 2 out. He has a 1-1 count, looking for the pitch, and he's going to hit this one. That's going to be a fly ball over to the foul territory, and they're going to dive for it and get it. And that is your win for the Phillies, as the Phillies win this one and unfortunately win this series 2-1, as they're able to get a victory here in this one. As, yeah, this one was a tough one to take. Or no, actually we win this one. Excuse me. We win the series, but we lose the game, but we win the series. 3-2 is your final score. Cubbies win this one, win the series 2-1. We couldn't get the sweep, but we end up, Ranger Suarez does get the win. Ben Brown will get the loss. But yeah, you know, it happens, you know, but hey, you know, the important thing is we win. The important thing is just go in there and win the series. Win the series however you can. You know, you can't win every single game, but we went into the bank and took the series there 2-1 and got a nice victory. So, you know, we'll see the standings here in a bit. We'll see if that, you know, that win helps the Phillies any much so to get closer to the, you know, to the Mets, because, you know, the Mets obviously when we entered into this series, they were a game and a half above the Phillies, and so we'll see if anything's changed. But as you take a look at the box score there, you guys can pause the video, check that out. But overall, this was a good there was a good series. It was a good episode there. I was really happy with the game, what we played here so far. It got me now excited about playing baseball again here. I have actually been playing some of this series as well as the Red Sox series here. So you'll see some videos come up here very soon. But as you take a look here, we have a first place lead. Nice job there, fellas, as we got a 51-17 record right now. We're 8-2 of the last 10. But Phillies, ooh, yeah, that half a game lead that the Mets had, it's now doubled to now a 3-game lead. So yeah, that's you know, they are right now. The Mets have a 5-game winning streak on their hands. As for the Dodgers, got first place there. They have a 3-game winning streak right now. As for the Giants, they're not doing so hot right now. They're of the last 10, they are 4-6. They're on a 3-game losing streak. They're 22.5 games back. My Red Sox, guys, come on, seriously. 3-game losing streak right now. They're 2-8 of the last 10. Blue Jays right now, 5-game losing streak there for them. They're right now set in 3rd place. And then in the Central, there you see Tigers, Twins, Royals, Guardians, and White Sox. Just a half a game lead right between the top 2 teams there in that division. And of course in the West, in the American League West, there you see Astros are just at 2.5 games back of the Athletics. The Athletics playing some really good baseball. 4 games in a row now they've won. The last 10, they are 7-3. So they're looking really good. So coming up in the next video, you guys, we're going to be taking on Pittsburgh. We'll play, it's a 4-game set there. We'll probably play 2 of the 4 there. We'll obviously sim 2 of the whichever 2. It just depends on who we're, the matchups there. I always try to look for good matchups for videos and such. And then, of course, those games, of course, will be at home against Pittsburgh. And, of course, actually, we got a nice homestand. We got a, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 game homestand there. Yes, nice. So a nice little 10 game homestand before we go back on the road and we head to St. Louis, which is going to be a good one, playing against our rival, the Cardinals. And of course, we go to head on to Houston to play a former rival of ours back in the day. If you guys remember, they were the Astros used to be in the National League Central, now in the American League Central now. But we'll see them coming up there here in the next next 2 episodes. We'll split that up some and play a little bit of here and there with those as well. So stay tuned for that coming up. Like I said, those videos will come out here very, very soon. It's not going to take me 5 months to get it, to actually freaking post it. But again, I do apologize for anybody who was waiting for this series. But we're going to continue on. We're getting close to the halfway point of the season. And of course, that's when really things will start picking up. We'll really start pinpointing more important games to play. Obviously, Yankee series. Because what am I talking about? We didn't play Yankees yet. And this is not even the Red Sox series. What am I talking about? We'll play more of the Cardinals series. And all those key matchups and key teams that we have to play against down the stretch. So stay tuned for that and much, much more here on the channel. But like I said, we're getting both this series and the Red Sox series there on the main channel up and going again, and I cannot wait to play it. And of course, we'll announce our new series there on the main channel very soon, because we will have started a new series over there as well when it comes to that. So again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more here on the channel. As always, keep yourself and each other healthy. Let's go let's go Cubbies. Go Cubbies go. I'll see you guys next time.